This is Dr. Jeff with Dr. Jeff Resources coming to you today with another one of our resources. Do you want to date or a mate? Wrote this book for people who are looking to date effectively and if they want a mate to find one through the dating process. Today we're talking about men that you should avoid. And ladies, let me give you another one. I'm going to call this one the mama's boy. Now, it's very healthy for men and their mothers to have relationships, especially as mother gets older. Boys become men and they kind of take on this role of wanting to make sure their mother's okay, and that's fine. Actually, I think that's pretty healthy. But the problem with the mama's boy is this is a man who is eternally attached to his mother by the hip. He calls her often, visits her often. He looks to her for advice whenever he needs it. So he, in essence, is just a grown boy as opposed to a man that stands independent on his own. Now, is there something wrong with calling your mother, talking to your mother, asking her for advice? No. But there's a difference between a man who only does what his mother says because he wants her favor and approval, and a man who takes her advice into consideration but still makes his own decisions. If you want a man in the relationship to put you first, then you have to be sure that his mother's not first. This does not mean that he needs to love you more than he loves his mother. No. What it means is that in terms of priorities, he understands that you and him are going to become one unit, one family, one entity, if you will. And you can't do that. Anything with two heads is a freak. Anything with no head is dead. So if you are going to have a healthy relationship, you need to have a head, and hopefully that head is going to be a husband, a man who loves his woman and puts her needs first. This doesn't mean that he takes his mother and gets rid of her and throws her away. But a mother who understands marriage will always encourage her son to take care of his wife. And that means, no, it doesn't mean exclude her, but take care of your wife. The hardest relationship out of all the interpersonal relationships that come about when men and women come together and you're trying to blend two families, the hardest relationship is the one between the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law because they both love the same man. So you want to be able to manage this carefully, and you want to be able to have a relationship with somebody who you respect their love for their mother, but you never feel like you are second or third or fourth on the list because he always has to be there for mom. Again, if he's a boy, you'll see that often. But if he's a man, you should see it seldom. Do you want to date or a mate? Get your copy of this resource today in Dr. Jeff Resources. Yes.